Greetings and salutations. I can start right back with more Raid Shadow Legends. Now, I was telling myself I was going to not go into the Void Shard Abyss anymore. I've had a turn of notoriously bad luck here, and it's been 2 years trying to get a Madame Saris, and I can't do it. So I'm like, I'm not going to do it anymore. In fact, I pulled like 9 shards on Friday or Thursday or Friday, I think, just to try to get the Riho Bone Spear that was going in. I didn't record it. It was just not something I wanted to do as an exercise. But we have a guaranteed champion today, and the completionist in me says, why don't you go ahead and spend your 15 shards or what have you, and get your Ursala the Mourner, who's really great looking. I don't know about her kit yet. I haven't taken a deep dive into it. It's built almost, it seems, with Doom Tower in mind, and I do struggle in there at times, so maybe Ursala the Mourner will have some secret key to certain stages that I just haven't unlocked yet. So we will draw some Void Shards and just see what happens. Again, no Madame Saris in 2 years, and that's the one champion I want so badly, but it just hasn't happened for me. But they've released a lot of new champions that are Void that I don't have yet. Although I did draw a Prundar the other day. Who's he? He's in Ogren Tribes. It's like an index. Ogren's Prundar. Here we go. So I did draw this dude on Thursday or Friday, whenever it was. He's hideous, which is fine. And I will go over his kit at a later time just to see if he's any fun. We will see. I was excited to get him at the time, and we will see where we can go with that. But in the meantime, let's draw some shards, okay? Draw some voids, get ourselves an Ursala, and we'll get on the bus. All right. So let's start this out with something blue, I assume. Yes. Okay, and this is, of course, a Malbrock, who I actually have at 50. I have her in a bomb squad. I did a video about, bad bomb squad teams, and she's on my bad bomb squad team because she's not all that great. She could be good, though, with just a little bit of buffing. She'd be good, but unfortunately, right now, I love the idea of bomb teams, but she's just a little south of what we need. Okay, and Painsmith, Revive Block Champ, rare in the Void. I have a video on this guy too. Someone insisted that I do a video on Painsmith, and I did. And he's not great, but he's not bad. Very limited in scope and what he can accomplish. Oh, look at this. We have our first epic coming through. And it's someone I don't have. Oh my gosh. Inquisitor Shemael. Adding a little bit of diversity into the Sacred Order because, let's face it, they were looking a little pale. Okay, so awesome. I remember looking at this guy and liking what he did. So let's see. Attacks an enemy, the 50% chance of decreasing the duration of a random buff on the target by 1 turn. Okay, nice. When you ascend it, every time an enemy places a debuff on an ally, uses this skill against that enemy. Oh, neat. These counterattacks will only deal 50% of the normal damage and cannot be critical. Okay, well, that's kind of lame, but I understand. I guess it could be really OP if you didn't put some restrictions on that. And it takes 7 books, though. Ye gads. Okay. Cow the Horrors. That's a great name for a skill. Attacks the enemy 3 times. Will ignore 25% of the target's defense. Will ignore a further 25% of the target's defense for each buff on this champion. Oh, that's awesome. Free? That's almost free. I mean, everyone has buffs in their teams, right? Almost all the time. That's great. Please, True Fear on all enemies for 1 turn. This attack kills me. That is an amazing skill. Wow. That is fantastic. On a native 3-turn cooldown, you don't even have to book it. Holy moly. That is fantastic. And then a passive. Each critical hit fills the champions turn meter by 7.5%. Whenever an ally receives a fear or a true fear from an enemy, the skill will instantly remove the buff and fill the ally's turn meter. Holy wow, this guy's amazing. Oh, I am suddenly a big fan. And Doom Tower accuracy by 60%. That is awesome. Wow. Okay, I am pleased. I am pleased with this champion. He is fantastic. All right, great. That kind of justifies my expense at buying this Void pack almost immediately. Fellhound, another fantastic rare Void champion. useful just about anywhere. Nice AoE, A1, defense-based, reflects damage, blocks damage. Also, really good champion. Okay, and Confessor, really good rare. I have a video on her as well. She is pretty straightforward, mostly just a damage dealer, but is really good at that one thing that she does well. Okay, and I have a little bit of deja vu. I guess there's a glitch in the Matrix. They must have changed something because we just saw this, but that's okay. We'll move on. Alright, and Amaranthine Skeleton doesn't do anything very good at all, so we'll just move on from that guy. They really shouldn't have throwaway Void rares, you know, because they're hard to get hold of. Lightsworn is awesome. I have a collection of this guy, but he's a really good champion, and he's kind of underrated too. He has a nice 3-hit A1. It decreases the Terminator by 10%, which is awesome. Has a decreased attack and a 30% decreased speed for 2 turns. That's another, and again, defense-based champion too. So that's a really good skill. And then he also has a decreased defense on allies, and when you ascend it, also has a revive on death for 2 turns. And that's on a 4-turn cooldown. Lightsworn is a great champion. He's very underrated in a lot of circles, but he's good times. A duplicate, unfortunately, many times over, but still a good champion. Reliquary Tender, another really good Void rare, and kind of a key to the High Elves faction wars. She really helped me finish that one. It's got a nice revive and a continuous heal. Oh wow, 2 voids in a row. That's really rare. Unfortunately, I have an army of Luas, but Lua is another really good direct damage champion. She's awesome. One of the OG original. Everyone wanted Lua to deal massive amounts of damage when Raid first started. She was a very sought after. Attacks an enemy, then deals 50% of the inflicted damage to all enemies if it's critical. So a nice 100% crit build makes Lua pretty awesome. Attacks enemies 3 times, and when you ascend it, each critical hit heals a champion by 2.5% every hit points. And then Lucky Shot decreases target's Terminator by 100% and ignores shield and block damage buffs. As you can see, her damage potential is pretty impressive. Also, ignoring shield and block damage buffs. I was going to go somewhere with that. I was going to add another flavor to it, and I lost my train of thought in the middle of it because I'm old. So if I remember later on in the video, and I blurted it out, it's because I just remembered it. I'm not the only one that happens to, right? Okay, and then rare, and we have Panthera, who's really good in Fire Knight. Next up, we have who is this? I hate this guy. I hate Stone Skin. I don't know why he makes me so uncomfortable. He has some kind of disease. I don't like it. I don't want to talk about him. I'm just gonna move on. Yes, Stu Deucer, Stu Gaming, an early champion of the Seducer as an all-around good Void rare that you could potentially take to 60 and not regret it as a rare. He is a really good defense-based champion. He has decreased attack. He has sleep on an A1, and he has increased defense and block debuffs. And then he also works with Temptress. He is a good Void rare, indubitably. Oh no, my champion collection. Oh no. All right, guys, hang on. Let me get rid of this real quick. No, go away. Pop-ups. Okay. Who do we have? Okay, I think I have a guy that I have as a repository of champions to feed. Let me see. What do I have here? Oh, come on, all the way down. Okay, so I usually look ahead of time to make sure that this doesn't happen, and I, of course, did not do so. Here you go. Blood Mask. This is where I dump all the stuff I don't need. Yeah, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get rid of those guys. I didn't need to get rid of that many, but that's okay. I don't want to do it again. All right, let's go back in here. Okay, so I'm only a few away. I think I'm 2 away. Yeah, I'm 2 away from Ursala. So let's keep going. Okay. All right, Ragemonger. He's a classic champion. He's really good in Clan Boss. I mean, if you don't have anything better. Oh, well, look, like another one. Oh, hey, of course. I forgot. Ursala the Mourner on my 15th shard. Why was I so surprised? Okay, so here we go. Ursala's here. Okay, decrease target's terminated by 10% on her A1. An AoE A2 with a 75% chance of placing a decreased attack for 2 turns. Also places an increased attack on all allies for 2 turns, and you can, of course, increase this up to 100%, it looks like. And I thought a 3-turn cooldown. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good if you want to put in 8 books. Jiminy Christmas. And, okay, of course, Revolves Doubts. Oh, we already went over this. Okay. Well, let's just pretend that I didn't do that twice. I was excited. And Dilgol, he's great. He's a fun Void Rare. I'm pretty impressed. Like most of the Void Rares I got were good and fun Void Rares. He has actually a pretty good kit. All right, last guy. Let's see how we're at. Something good. Okay, it's not something good. Okay, Eviscerator. Not a great champion. I like the underboob. I'm a big fan, but and she's okay. I mean, you build her all right. She does have an extra attack on critical hit. Attacks me twice, inflicting a critical hit, placing a poison. That's right, places poison. Then this is it, the passive. Attacks enemy champion with a default skill whenever they are healed or receive a buff. So you do get some extra attacks in there, and extra attacks are always a good thing in raids. So there is that. Okay, so let's see how I'm doing on. I think there's a tournament, right? I want to make sure that I got that done. I should have been able to get that done with all those voids. How far away? 4,000. Okay, now we're good. We're good. I don't need to spend any more for that last legendary book. I'm not close at all. Okay, so guys, thank you. I got my Ursala. I got Inquisitor Shemael, who was awesome. All in all, you know, a good draw. Getting those 2 champions. I got 2 new voids. You know, and when you've been playing Raid for as long as I have, getting 2 new Void champions in a single session is something to savor at this point. I don't relish having to, you know, buy shards, but Voids, they're not easy. So, gotta do what you gotta do. But thank you guys for coming along this journey with me. I appreciate it. And if you liked it, please throw me a like. It helps. Subscribe, definitely, if you want to see more. And comment down below if you encountered any new Void champions of your own. I'd always like to hear about that. All right, guys, enjoy, take care, have fun, and I will see you next time.